What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, we are on dirt. So Ryan, Cannon, and I are out in the Gulches here in Colorado. We're gonna take the Tacomas, we're gonna go hit Hackett, we're gonna go hit Longwater. I think we're going to go down Longwater, camp at the bottom down there, and then tomorrow morning, run up it. Since I'm making this video, you guys can see that I have my Tacoma back, which has been a lot of fun. I've got some shakedown runs with it. It feels really, really good. I've got some stupid little things to finish on it. I'll show you this driver's side is not too happy. So this headlight, broke a tab on that. This came undone, this came undone. Need a new grill. So I have a new grill from Taco Vinyl. Got a replacement headlight from Alpha X. This was my doing, not theirs. They make great stuff. This fiberglass is old, so this ties into the factory bumper cap, whereas my new one will run from here and have a whole new piece of fiberglass all the way to the grill. And True will be doing the intermediate steering shaft, solid off-road motor mounts. My driver's side motor mount's not super happy, and I need a new drive shaft, so the truck goes in very, very soon. Drive shaft company's gonna take the drive shaft, take it for 2 days, make me a whole new one that is thicker, stronger, more durable. Intermediate steering shaft will go in at the same time with the motor mounts. And then probably a week or so after that, the big brakes will go back on. And then this thing will be ready to party. I also did one modification here. Seat is back in, and that is so Charlie can come on trails in the Tacoma. But we're gonna get started on this stupid little dirt road to get to Hackett. We'll see you guys at the little jumps. All right, hope you guys like that little jump. That's probably about 45, 50 maybe miles an hour. Truck feels really, really good. Locked off-road stuff feels really, really good. That Martech 3-link is butter smooth, and having the bypasses up front with the hydro bumps just makes it so I don't bottom out, which is really nice. And where spots were like spots where like a mid-travel would be limited to like 20 miles an hour, I'm able to go 40 miles an hour, which is really nice and smooth. But we are at the entrance of Hackett, so we're gonna go run Hackett. We are getting a little bit of rain right now, but it's not too bad. But it's not too bad, it's just sprinkling right now. We do have Ryan from FSR with us. He brought a hub tent just in case it does start to downpour when we do set up camp, but the little rain's not gonna stop us from wheeling. Let's get down Hackett. Hackett really starts to get fun, not the first rock slab, but the second. It's got a winch point, a winch anchor, and everything like that for you there. We didn't have to winch the last time, but when you're going through obstacles and rocks and things like that, communication is very important. And having a, hardwired radio like this Midland is great until you need to get out and spot somebody. Then it's useless and you're doing driver, driver, passenger, passenger, driver, driver, pointing. Whereas a handheld, which I'll show you guys these a little bit more later on, is very crucial. And my honest opinion, these are way better than the Midland handhelds.
feels like being good.
So that is the first, I guess, kind of fun little obstacle, little rock almost to a tree type thing. It gives you the feeling of you're gonna slide into that tree, but still really super easy. So we're gonna keep going, making our way downtown, strolling fast through these whoops, hauling ass. We're gonna go to the first rock slab, which is also very easy, but it's kind of cool. Just a big old rock slab that you climb up. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Ryan's got some weird things going on. We thought it was his ARB compressor that's mounted to the core support for the radiator, because it broke there.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's only when weight shifts really hard left to right.
Bushing ball joint, or maybe the misalignment bearing in his rod end of his shock. I don't know, but we'll keep going. We zip tied the shit out of that ARB, so that thing's not going anywhere. So that's not gonna be bouncing around in his engine bay anymore, which is nice. As you guys can see, it's getting a little bit rockier, which is perfectly fine. Still super easy. I'll hit the rock on the left. So this rock is optional, you guys can bypass it straight through. Make a point. Shit slip. So that big rock slab is probably the hardest part of the trail. The rest is pretty smooth sailing, I would say. A couple little climbs here and there, but I wouldn't say there's anything that's super challenging the rest of the way. There's like this little climb right here. But nothing too bad really. So it's a fun little trail. Cool little spot at the bottom next to the creek or river or whatever it is, but yeah, there's like little flexy spots, but it's a fun trail. Good shakedown run. All right, we found some really cool views for some shots for some of our outdoor clients. So we're gonna stop off, take some photos and things, but I will show you guys this insane view. Look at this view. So in theory, I think you could put one truck here, one truck there, one truck there, and then where I'm gonna go, and we're not camping here, but be a cool spot. There is a spot Let's see if it's right here. Oh yeah, right here. Look at this. Right here. It looked flatter from up there, but we'll make do. Get some dope shots for some clients and keep on keeping on. Look at that view. So that was an awesome little lookout spot. We did get some shots. You guys can see those over at Instagram at some point of the tent set up in a spot that I think would be awesome to camp on. But we're heading down Hackett some more. I think we're gonna do a loop. So we're not gonna come all the way up Hackett. There's a way to loop from the bottom of Hackett to the bottom of Longwater Gulch. And then we'll set up camp there, keep doing what we're doing. And then tomorrow we'll run up Longwater from the bottom of Longwater coming across from Hackett. So we're gonna get down to the little river area at the bottom of Hackett and go find camp over at Longwater. See you guys at camp. So you guys will come to a little Y in the Hackett.
I should have installed that snorkel.
That's a little stream. So you guys will.
Need it for that guy.
So you guys will come to a Y on Hackett, and to the left, if you stay left, that is Hackett, and it'll take you down to the little river area. Or you can turn right and go through that little loop, and it'll take you to the bottom of Longwater, I believe, which is what we are trying to do right now. So we went to the right, went down the rock face, and are climbing and probably gonna descend again, I would assume, shortly down to the little beach water bed area. But I'll show you when we get down there, I guess, or something, whatever. We'll keep going on 228. Like that. All right, we found a better camp. So we got my truck there, Shannon's truck here, Ryan's truck there, and the hub tent just in case it gets real nasty today, which we heard some thunder over yonder. But this is a really cool spot. Not a lot of people are gonna get to it, we think. Cannon's changing. Whoa, dude, nice. Dude's hung like a horse. But we got a good spot. Hopefully the rain holds off a little bit. If not, we have the hub tent to kind of hang out, lay low in while the weather hopefully corrects itself. Once it does, the fire pit's right there, ready to go. So I'm probably gonna set up my tent here in a minute and get everything situated. That way, if it does get real nasty, I'll be set up and can just hang out my tent or sleep if I need to. All right, rain has not let up. It's actually raining harder than it was before. Cannon hasn't set up his tent. Neither have I, and that's all right. Ryan actually hasn't either, but what we have set up is the hub tent. So this thing is perfect for when it rains or hails. We actually had a little bit of hail, but it was like luckily small hail. Oh, did you guys see that lightning? We're hoping this is gonna pass. If not, we do have the hub ready to go. We can hang out in there until it does pass. Worst case, I'll set up my tent in the rain and we'll go from there. And it's actually hailing right now. You guys probably can't see it because there's small hail, but here's one. That was one. We're getting the worst of the weather. That's right. I'm gonna hang out in the hub, get warm, keep drinking, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, as you guys can see, we have the Devos Outdoors 2000 Light Ranger set up. We've got a sad, very sad fire going on over here. Hub tent is still set up over yonder. You guys can't see it. It is getting dark. We've been out filming content for clients, and we got rained on and hailed on and all that fun stuff. But making dinner now. Looks like Ryan's got some hot dogs and some peppers going. So
Just hot dogs.
they're
Kielbasas?
kielbasa.
Yeah.
Kielbasa. On the Adventure Solutions deck drawer system. So with the deck drawer and the Dometic stove, super easy setup, super fast, and very efficient.
We need to take these peppers off.
Yeah. The FSR tents around camp. So I have the Nova here. The Cali is over there on Cannon's truck. And then we have the Evo V2 on Ryan's truck out there. If you guys are looking for a rooftop tent, FSR is the only tent you should be looking at. Whether it's a full height setup, a below the cab setup on a short bed, they are the only tents you guys should be looking at because they are tri-layer, super warm in the cold. They actually ventilate very well in warm climates. They have built-in lighting, and they have thought about everything for anyone that actually uses their stuff. So if you're looking for a rooftop tent, check out FSR. We're gonna have dinner and I'll see you guys before bed. All right, dinner was really good. Actually, the hot dogs were really, really good. It looks like we've got a storm coming in. We can see lightning off in the distance, and we were just now able to start actually hearing it strike. So there's a good chance we're gonna get rained on, stormed on, whatever on. But whatever is life, camping, I guess. We've been really unlucky with the weather in Colorado lately, but it is what it is. This way, you guys can see the moon right there. Everything on this side is nice and clear. Everything on this side over here, you guys can't see it, but looks dark as hell. We're gonna go to bed though. All of our tents are set up. I've got my aeronaut blanket and my FSR Sherpa blanket all ready to go in there. So I'm gonna get into bed and see you guys in the morning and see what happens tonight, I guess. Peace. See you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. We woke up to an absolutely perfect morning out here. We're supposed to get rain later, but I can see like one tiny little white cloud off in the distance, so I'm not too worried about it. Gonna get some burritos going on the Adventure Solutions Dometic setup. This is a Gen 1 deck, and this is how this fits. They also make one for the Gen 2 deck. I just haven't seen or found a reason to switch from the Gen 1. I have everything kind of organized in here. Give you a quick little rundown. So we've got power tools in the power tank bag here. I've got open end wrenches, ratcheting open end wrenches, and then I've got sockets, full bag of sockets, and basically our 35 mil plus to change the CV, extra CV, camping lights, bar for the Badlands jack, axe, zip ties, some camping stuff, a line for Kevin when he comes with us, utensils, air down tools, pressure gauges, and to check if I'm level at camp. I've loved having this deck rail system. It works really, really well. Helps keep, you know, this small bed a little more organized, a little more capable. I've basically done all this to make my camp setup as easy as possible. Pull the drawer out, crank this thing on, put a pan or whatever you want. You can do a full flat iron, I guess, if you wanted to. This tent is stupid easy to set up, stupid easy to close. I've got an aeronaut blanket. Let's see, it's got a 4-inch air core, the sheet on it, aeronaut blanket. It has the FSR Sherpa blanket in there and a thick pillow with the Sherpa FSR pillowcase. I slept like a log last night, let me tell you. These guys are like, oh yeah, we had a downpour last night. I didn't hear anything. I was out like a damn light. But I'm gonna cook these guys up some burritos, and we'll probably start hitting Longwater Gulch on the way up here pretty soon. See you guys in a bit. And we're off. Burritos were delicious, and now we're gonna go up Longwater. Apparently there's 2 rock obstacles that are supposed to be fun, so we'll see what those look like when we get there. But this loop is really nice, and our camp spot was awesome. Just some decently deep water crossings to get to them, but definitely gonna mark this spot and save it for future. Don't ask for it, I'm not gonna give it to you. This is the one water crossing out of Longwater. It looks fairly deep. Ryan's gonna go first.
That fucking Pathfinder crossed it?
Yeah, I know. I see his little fire truck.
Well, coming up Longwater, hard lines are, this is steep and slick. It's been fun. Truck just crawls, which is nice, but got some issues with Cannon's truck, brakes, parking brake, silly things. All right, we're gonna keep on going up. I don't think there's much else really challenging on the trail. I guess we'll find out, but we're gonna keep going up Longwater and get to the end. Looks like there's a good little hill climb here. Up and up and up we go. Another little climb. down all these rocks and see where we get.
Back tire left the ground a little bit.
And now we stop for sandwiches with a view. Whatever that was. Chef Boyar Cannon making the sandwiches. Well, that sandwich absolutely hit a spot. I feel much better. I was starving. And I didn't have to make it. Little Sweet Pea Cannon made it for me. Such an angel. Gonna finish up this trail. Go film some more ads for some of our clients at another camp spot outside of, I think it's on Cedar Mountain Road, I think that's the name of it. But we're just gonna get through the rest of Longwater and then do some ads and then head home. When I get to camp, I will show you guys some new radios I've been testing. They're handhelds and they are freaking money. They work stupid well. Oh, that was a big one. All right, I will see you at our next stop. So these are the radios I was going to show you guys. So these are the Cobra GMRS radios. These are really nice because a lot of other radios on the market, even if you're on a privacy repeater or sub-channel, whatever you want to call it, when you use the handheld to talk, people can't hear you, but you can hear them. With these, you can hear and talk to hardwired like Midland radios, which is really, really nice. They also are IP54 rated, so they're water resistant, dust proof, trail proof. I mean, they're not like some cheap Amazon plastic radio. I mean, they're fine. They do just fine, right? They have upgradable antennas. You can actually unscrew this antenna here and upgrade this if you want more range. But compared to the Midland handhelds that I have, these are way better. Range is better. You can talk to people with hardwired GMRS, and they come through way more clear and further range. These things are the move. They've got an SOS button. They've got, let's see, a light built into them, so if you're at night trying to spot somebody, you can like kind of see a little bit better. But yeah, these things are freaking awesome, and they're by Cobra. I mean, you guys probably had them in your first car for your radar detector or your first CB radio. Check these guys out if you are looking for a awesome handheld GMRS radio for your rig. Great for spotting, great for just having a radio, which is really, really nice. And even if you have a hardwired, I would recommend picking these up. They come in a 2-pack, so if somebody on the trail doesn't have a radio, you can let them borrow this, and you can still talk on your hardwired GMRS. All right, time to go home. We are going to air up and then hit Cedar Mountain Road back and go home. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be doing more of these the more I go out now that I have the Tacoma back. Show you the products that I run, show you how things kind of work, and really my honest review on stuff that you guys would actually use out here overlanding or just camping, you know. But hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace.